I tend to put things off to the last minute. I get it done, but I put it off to the last minute before I can actually get it done. So I guess time management skills, but I'm working on that, getting way better. I'm way better now than I was in my freshman year.
Good. Okay, tell me about a time where you went above and beyond expectations on the job.
Well, for school, for any of my projects, my e-portfolio, I would go above and try to add more of like my own flair to it. Instead of just, these are the requirements, I'm just gonna go ahead and do what you told me to do. I'm going to add my own personality into it instead of just being like, all right, well, here's what you gave me. I'm going to try to add something to it.
Cool. What did you hate most about your last job?
Probably when customers would yell at me would probably be the worst thing. I got along with all my coworkers, all my managers, everything like that. It's just when the customer would yell at me when it wasn't my fault, I would get a little flustered and I wouldn't really know how to respond. But that was probably the worst part of the job, was that time.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, I want to be an educational interpreter. I want to be married and an educational interpreter. I don't know where. I haven't decided, because I kind of want to travel. I don't want to stay in Ohio, so I'm thinking somewhere outside of Ohio. I'm not really sure yet, but as an educational interpreter.
And on a scale from 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest, where do you rank yourself on competitiveness?
Competitiveness? I would say I'm about 4. I have a lot to offer, yeah.
Do you prefer to work independently or with a team?
It depends on the project. I'm good independently because I know that I can rely on myself, and I don't have to rely on anybody else. But then I also like working with a team because I like having that brainstorming. I like having other people to put their info in and their ideas and just having that think tank. So I think I would work both. I don't think I have like a preference for either one.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What are your salary expectations?
Salary expectations?
I see your portfolio, but
yeah,
tell me.
yeah, I don't really know. I would have to say whatever your beginning salary would be.
Okay. What's something you are passionate about?
Something I'm passionate about, kids. I love kids. I love working with kids. That is one of the things that has always driven me in this, in interpreting and with sign language, is that like whenever I get really excited, I know that it's when I'm around kids at Deaf Camp, working with different schools, working in my educational internships. So kids, definitely.
Okay. Would you be willing to relocate?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you deal with having to make last-minute changes to a task?
I'm pretty flexible when it comes to that type of stuff. So if I were to make last-minute changes, I would be able to do that. I actually did it last night. So I'm really flexible when it comes to that. Moving things around, doing what I'm asked. Everything.
Okay. What does professionalism mean to you?
Professionalism, I would say someone who knows who they are and someone who can portray that in the way that they dress, in the way that they talk, the way that they act. I want professional. A professional would be someone that I would be like, that person knows what they're doing, they're good at it, and I want to be like them if I could say what a professional is.
Okay. To you, what are the good qualities of a good leader?
Good leader, a good leader would be someone who I could talk to, someone who's approachable, someone who can tell me what they want from me.
Do you prefer a relaxed or professional work environment?
I like relaxed work environments. At the museum center right now, it's like we're a big family there. I get along with everybody, and I'm just more apt to do better because I'm more relaxed. I'm more, give and take with my coworkers instead of like rigid and not, yeah. Yeah.
If you could have lunch with anybody in the world, who would it be?
Lunch with anybody? Oh boy. Difficult question. I would probably say my dad. I know that sounds really cliche, but he's actually like a big hero of mine. So I know that I could have lunch with him every day, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
What personality types do you work best with?
What personality types?
Mm-hmm.
Friendly.
Okay.
Like I'm a friendly person, so if you're not friendly, if you're kind of like, I'm not saying quiet is a bad thing, but if you're quiet, you're not like as apt to converse with me, then I get deflated.
Okay.
Oh, they don't like me. That kind of thing.
Yeah, which types do you clash with?
Probably the people, outspoken people.
Okay.
I would clash with, just because they get. I'm not a very good. I'm not very good at like butting in. I like to let somebody speak their piece and then I can talk. So if they're just like talking, I can't contribute, and then I get upset.
Okay. So on a confidence scale, 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, where do you rank yourself?
On confidence, I'm pretty confident. I would say 5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you deal with stress?
I deal with stress by exercising. I do exercise, so I don't like to let it build up because then I blow up, which my family knows about. But so I try to get it out somehow, and exercising is the best way for me. It doesn't hurt anybody else.
Yeah, right. How would you handle a team project in which one member is not pulling their own weight?
I would try to reason with them, talk to them, ask them why they're not, pulling their weight, and then if they continue to not pull their weight, if they continue to not do it, then I would go ahead and, work with all the other people, see what we can do to cover our butts for them, so that once the project is in, we'll at least have everything done, and then we would deal with it later.
Alright. So what can you offer that sets you apart from any other candidate?
I'm a go-getter. I'm friendly. I try to match what you guys want as much as possible once I get in. I try to do a very good job, and I'm good at talking to people. So
why should I hire you?
Why should you hire me? Because I'm awesome. I'm good at being what you need. I'm good at matching well with whatever you guys need. Very flexible.
You have any questions for me?
What is TQL? I'd like to know. I don't know anything about it, so I'd like to know a little bit more.
Yeah, we are Total Quality Logistics, a third-party logistics company, meaning we are the middleman between customers and carriers, truck drivers. So we communicate in between the two. We can make the connection, and we make a profit off of that. So we don't own any trucks of our own, but we have access to over 50,000 carriers and 80,000 customers. So we just communicate to and relieve the burden off the customers of moving their products from point A to point B, anywhere in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Awesome.
So if I was to be hired, what would a typical day look like?
A typical day would be you coming in, doing some cold calling, and your sign language will involve that in there somehow, some way. But you'll be doing cold calling, getting customers, and managing your book of business.
Okay, awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else?
Nope, that's
Well,
it.
you good to go.
All
Congratulations on your
right.
graduation.
Thank you very much,
Have a good
Manita.
rest of the day.
All right, you have a great
Enjoy.
day.
Thanks.